Right, Sarge, that's £1 you owe me.
What'd you make it?
8 minutes past 9.
I'll bet you the £1 is out the same time as yesterday. He'll be out in 5.
Done.
Anything?
Just a couple of kids late for school. 5 days watching a waste of space like Palmer, it's doing my head in, Tosh.
Well, if it goes down the tube like yesterday, we'll be out of here.
Well, it can't be quick enough for me.
OP from Greig, receiving?
OP, Sarge.
Just checking, Tosh. How are the biscuits today?
Jammy Dodgers.
Bit like Palmer, eh, Tosh?
All units from OP, target is off.
Right, he's leaving his house. He's moving in the direction of Sunhill Tube, wearing a black baseball cap, a blue bomber jacket, black jeans, and he's carrying a large black holdall.
Quits.
There'll be us and Jim behind you, plus a couple of arrest cars a little way back. You'll have 10 officers on your tail, so don't worry.
Okay, Sarge, no problem.
Right, June, away you go. Good luck. Yes, Greg to all units. Target is entering the station.
He's bought a one-day travel card. He's heading down the escalator. Eastbound platform. He's heading eastbound.
I hope they get him. I'll be glad to see the back of this place.
Yeah, right. Have we got everything?
Yeah.
Biscuits.
He's getting off at Stratford.
Right, stick your foot down. Go on.
Can you hear me, Sarge? He's changed trains. He's on the Docklands Light Railway, heading south.
All units, follow the Docklands line into the Isle of Dogs. Take a left here.
Three burglaries on the Bronte estate in the past 4 months, dropping to only 3 this month, but still nearly all the same MOs.
I suppose breaking in back window's always got to be favourite.
A lot easier than doing the door.
So what do you reckon his running total is?
Oh, about 30 videos, jewellery, Walkmans, cash, anything carryable. I'd say he'd had it away with about 14-15 grand's worth.
But if it is Palmer, he still lives on the estate, so why would he suddenly decide to cut back this month?
Too dangerous to keep nicking off his own doorstep? Or maybe he's just discovered that the grass is greener at the end of the tube line.
The target's getting off the train at Island Gardens. He's heading west along Ferry Street.
Target is in view.
What's your position, Danny?
North end of Mudchute Drive, Sarge.
Target is headed in your direction. We've got eyeball. He's walking quite quickly. We're on his toe.
Well done, June.
Sarge.
He's ringing the doorbell. This is a bit of a step up from the Bronte estate, isn't it?
Yeah, he's moving well out of his league here.
Go on, my son.
I think we might have him here, Jim.
Jamie Dodger or what?
Don't believe it.
Sierra Oscar 218 receiving.
218?
Yeah, I've got a burglary on the Bronte estate, George. Can you deal?
Yeah, 2 minutes, Sarge.
Right, number 15, Urquhart Road, Bronte estate. Informant's a Harry Mason. He's the occupant.
Received.
Do you know roughly what's been stolen, Mr. Mason?
The video recorder and my camera.
And a pair of watches from our bedroom.
Right. Any idea what time it happened?
We went out shopping at 9 and we come back about 10 minutes ago.
Well, it's about 10 o'clock, yes? And have you touched anything at all?
Oh, no, love. We know what to do.
Well, you've been done before, have you?
See what I mean? They don't know sweet FA. For your information, son, this is the 3rd time in 4 months.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Mason.
Well, ain't you gonna have a look where he broke in?
Do you think he wrecked the place yesterday, Sarge?
Nah, looks more like he's just chancing his arm.
Well, don't touch the windows at all. Might be fingerprints on them.
Is it all right if I use the kettle, love?
Yeah, I should think so. I don't think they touched anything there. I don't suppose they had time to make themselves a cup of tea either.
This is just a flaming joke to you, ain't it, son?
I can assure you it's not, Mr. Mason. Burglaries are our top priority at the moment. We've even got a special squad set up to sort them out. It's called Operation Bumblebee.
Oh, yeah? Where are they today, then? Buzzed off somewhere, have they?
Damn. Jim, get over there pronto.
I'm on the way, Sarge.
While he's in there, we haven't got a clue what he's up to. Right, cheers, Jim. All units stand by.
Just been round to this one.
Bronte Estate.
Well, we were just saying earlier how it quietened down recently.
Yeah, well, he spoke too soon. I'll tell you what, this bloke Mason gave me a right earful. It's the 3rd time he's been burgled in the last 4 months. He reckons we're not doing anything about it.
I see he had the good sense to mark his stuff with the house number and postcode.
Oh, yeah. He's one of those real thorough types. And he reckons he knows who's done it.
Who?
Lives on the estate. A known burglar. Got a big following at the moment.
Gary Palmer?
Yeah.
Not today, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Here he comes. Wake up, everyone. Target is on the move.
He's been in there 10 minutes, Sarge.
Yeah, he must have been well at it. Target is heading in the direction of the tube station. Jim, stay here to check the flats.
Sarge.
Danny,
Alistair.
stay with us after Palmer.
If Jim has any luck, we can arrest him before he gets back on the tube. Right. Fingers crossed then, eh?
Wipe your feet, we've got enough mess round here.
Hello, love. Hello.
Cato is in there, your expert.
Hello, W.P.C. Croft.
Hi.
You ain't found nothing then?
Nope, nothing useful.
So why don't you stop all this pussyfooting about and go round there and nick him? He only lives across the estate there. I told your young lad who'd done it.
We are looking into it, Mr. Mason.
Excuse me, love. Do you know anyone who lives here?
Sorry, I don't.
Cheers. Is anyone in?
We've just tailed him straight back from the Isle of Dogs, Gov. Problem is, we're still not sure whether he's pulled off a burglary or not. Jim's staying on there for a bit. If he doesn't have any joy, we're going to leave it to the local Nick to get back to us.
You sure this Palmer's not giving you the runaround?
Well, I'm sure he's not sussed us out, Gov. The thing is, I didn't want to just pull him for an attempted burglary, because I'm sure we'll catch him at it.
He's had you lot chasing him around the Isle of Dogs like a bunch of demented greyhounds. I mean, you've been eyeballing him for 5 days on the trot, and you haven't even managed to nick him for travelling on the tube without a ticket.
We're that far away, Gov.
It's not the taking part that matters, Alistair. Now, I've talked to the DCI about this, and we both agree. Operation Shadow will be stood down from the end of the day.
Oh, come on, Gov, give us a break.
Resources, Alistair.
If I can pull Palmer for one burglary, I can crack him like a nut. We can clear up
30 or 40 burglaries at a stroke. You've had 50 man days on this, and there's a pile of crime sheets piling up out there by the minute.
I need more time.
Nick him today. If he's done these flats like you say he has, and you trailed him back to his drum, he must still have some bent gear on him.
Well, I would do, but I don't really have reasonable grounds to assume that at the moment.
And he's got reasonable grounds to go out blagging, has he? Get a warrant and stuff him.
Suzi, can I have a word?
Sad?
Donna tells me you've been to a burglary on the Bronte estate.
Yeah, that's right. Cut Road.
And did I hear a suspect's name mentioned?
Yeah, the old bloke who got done, Harry Mason, reckons it was Gary Palmer.
What makes him think that?
Well, Palmer lives across the estate from him, and basically everybody knows he's a thieving little toe rag.
Sounds very reasonable. What time did this burglary take place?
Between 9 and about 10:05.
Right.
So what time did Palmer show himself this morning, Sarge?
At 9:10.
Well, there's no way he could have got across the estate and in and out of the Masons in 10 minutes.
Yeah, and he only got back from the Isle of Dogs at 10 to 11.
So it couldn't have been Palmer then?
As they say in the lager ad, probably.
Yeah, but...
Did Mr. Mason give you an accurate description of the stolen goods?
Oh, yeah. In fine detail.
This is sounding more reasonable by the minute, Suzi.
Yeah, but it couldn't have been Palmer. You just said surveillance followed into the Isle of Dogs.
You never heard of a surveillance team with a blind eye? I swear by Almighty God that the content of my information is the truth to the best of my knowledge and belief. Alistair Greig, Detective Sergeant attached to Sun Hill, Your Worship.
I see that the authorization for this search warrant application comes from Detective Inspector Burnside?
Yes, Your Worship, that's correct.
And you have reasonable grounds to believe that this video recorder, camera, and a pair of watches are to be found at this address. Do you, Detective Sergeant Greig?
Yes, Your Worship, I do.
DS Greg from Danny.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Palmer's upstairs, Alistair.
Come on.
What do you want?
Your son in, Mrs. Palmer.
Gary ain't in. Oi, this is my house.
There you go. Gary's not in then.
He's having a kip.
What, not in means he's having a kip, does it? Ah, Mr. Palmer, we're investigating a burglary. We're conducting a search into stolen property.
What do you want to find on here?
Might as well make starting now.
Sarge, what is all this stuff? We ain't got none of this.
Well, best be on the safe side, eh?
It's a lot of cobblers, man.
You'll find a video recorder in there, will ya?
Video? No. Couple of knocked off watches, though.
You just love making a mess, don't you?
Don't worry, love, we'll leave the place in the pristine condition we found it in.
Excuse me?
Pigs. You're in charge here, ain't you? What are you trying to prove?
You've seen the warrant?
Gary ain't got nothing to do with that stuff. You ain't even been out the house.
Not today. Not yesterday.
I told you, no. Ain't set foot out of here. Been in bed with a cold all week.
Cold. I didn't realise you had a cast iron alibi, Gary.
It's amazing, isn't it? There's no one in the whole block and no one seems to know anyone who lives there.
Well, it's Murphy's Law, isn't it?
Hello, DC Carver. All right. So there was no sign of damaged doors or nothing? Yeah, cheers anyway, mate.
You and your pigs happy now, are you? You finished, have you?
Hardly.
DS Greg from DC Carver.
Go ahead, Jim.
I spoke to local Nick a few minutes ago, Sarge. They just got into the flat. There's no signs of a forced entry.
Right, thank you.
No luck, Sarge.
Unfortunately not. Perhaps we should have left it till another day.
Alistair?
Excuse me.
You got the warrant?
Yeah.
Yeah, the identification mark's telling it.
We ain't never seen that stuff before. Yeah. I told you, he ain't been out the house for a week. That stuff ain't got nothing to do with Gary, no way.
A perfect result all round, Alistair.
No, it's not. It's absolutely imperfect, Gov.
I'd have thought you'd have been ecstatic. I mean, the old people have got their jumble back. And Palmer, he's trussed up downstairs like a turkey waiting for Christmas.
Yeah, there's one slight problem, though. 10 officers, myself included, saw Palmer miles away on the Isle of Dogs.
Yeah, but he don't know that, does he? And he's hardly likely to put up an alibi for his whereabouts this morning.
Well, the warrant was one thing, but I can't do it this week, Alf.
Who's to say Palmer didn't set you up with a decoy? I mean, Darby and Joan might have got confused, gone out 10 minutes earlier this morning, giving him plenty of time to do their place over. He's a pro, Alistair. You caught him with knocked off gear. You've got evidence. He ain't got a leg to stand on.
Hello, love.
Hello, Mrs. Mason.
Come in. Take a seat.
Thanks.
All right.
Well, I'm pleased to tell you we've arrested a suspect who's helping us with our inquiries.
Oh, did you get our watches back, love?
We've recovered property which we're almost certain's yours.
Just that they was presents to one another after our last ones was pinched. Sort of ruby wedding presents.
I understand. We'd like you to come down and identify the recovered property.
Right.
Nicked him, did you, Palmer? Behind bars, is he?
Well, I don't suppose it'll hurt to tell you. Yes, we did arrest Gary Palmer, but we're still investigating, so you mustn't assume anything by that.
No, I understand. I don't suppose we wriggle off this time. Cause for a celebration, I think.
There was just one thing. I need to confirm exactly what time you left the house this morning.
We left here at 9 o'clock. Harry picked me up outside the supermarket at 10. We was back here at 5 past.
And you couldn't have been, say, 10 minutes or so out?
Oh, no, love. I always put my face on while Harry's getting the car warmed up, and I always get in the car just as the 9 o'clock news is coming on the radio. Blowing his horn he was, getting all impatient this morning.
Can't hang about for you all day.
He's a right old stickler.
And you definitely didn't leave the house before 9 o'clock this morning?
Oh, definitely not, love. It was 9 o'clock on the dot.
So, Mr. Palmer, can you give us an account of your movements today? Tell us what you've been up to.
I was in bed all day.
At home?
Yeah.
Did you leave your house at all this morning?
No.
You're absolutely positive about that?
Yeah.
Do you know what your mother was doing while she was at home this morning?
In bed.
Sleeping?
Maybe.
And you?
Thinking.
About what?
Nothing.
How do you know your mother didn't leave the house this morning, if you were in bed?
I would have heard her. I got good hearing.
Did anyone come round to your house this morning?
No.
So it was just you and your mum?
Yep, just me and me mum.
So, Gary, how do you suggest that property which was stolen this morning came to find its way into your garden shed?
No idea. Can I go for a slash, please?
Sergeant Gregg around?
In there.
Cheers. Sarge, I was wondering, does Palmer always take a bag out with him?
Yeah, a hold-all. Big enough to carry the crown jewels.
I thought so. Cheers, Sarge. I'm sorry to bother you again, Mrs. Mason.
If it's about our stuff, love, I'm sorry we haven't come down to the station. He's had one over the odds. He never knows when to stop. I won't let him drive.
Back again, are you? Palmer locked up in the scrubs yet? Good health.
Sit down, Harry.
Yes, Gloria, the love of my life.
Perhaps this isn't the time.
Oh, don't mind him, love. What do you want to know?
It's just a couple of things we're a bit puzzled about. You see, we've very strong reason to believe that Gary Palmer was elsewhere between 9 and 10 this morning.
Oh, I don't know, love. I'm sure about them times.
You could have made a mistake.
No, I'm quite sure.
Well, it's certainly a mystery. The other thing was, I was wondering, do you keep any Marks & Spencer's carrier bags in the house?
Back of the kitchen drawer.
Right. It's just that the watches were wrapped up in one, and we happen to know that Gary Palmer carries his own bag.
Maybe he nicked a carrier bag off us and all. I'll have to claim off the insurance for it.
But nothing was touched in the kitchen.
Oh, well, maybe he brought it with him. I mean, even a tow rag like him has to go shopping when he can't nick it.
More than likely, Mr. Mason. But he doesn't quite look the M&S type to me. And I still can't understand why he'd bother to go to so much trouble. You see, they were very carefully wrapped, meticulously almost, like somebody's prized possessions.
Well, they're £100 a piece, and that's off the back of a lorry. Only joking, love.
You said earlier that your husband picked you up outside the supermarket at 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't go shopping together, then?
Oh, you got to be joking, love. He don't come in. He sits outside in the car and listens to the radio.
Well, it's the wheel clampers, isn't it?
Oh, you're a lazy old so-and-so. You ain't never been inside a supermarket in your life.
What are you talking about, woman? I was the breadwinner.
Mr. Mason, where were you between approximately 9 and 10 o'clock this morning?
I don't know. I'm going out.
If you just hang on a minute, please, Mr. Mason.
Get out of me way!
Mr. Mason,
Harry,
don't make it any
now
worse.
stop it now. Just stop it.
10 years I served king and country, and what for? You ain't got a clue, have you?
About what?
You don't have to live round here. I've seen the likes of Palmer swaggering around this estate. People talk about him, but they don't do nothing. They're scared of him. He's pilfered off us. Watches what we had for our wedding. But you never nick him, do you?
I know it's very frustrating, Mr. Mason.
People never carried on like this 30 years ago. Nobody dreamed of it. Nobody to pinch off their neighbours. You could leave your front door unlocked. You know why? Because we used to put the fear of God into them.
So, no one came to your house today, Gary?
No.
And you know that because you were there all morning. And your mother was there all morning too, wandering around, making toast, lying in bed. Is your mother a heavy sleeper, Gary?
Yeah. I suppose, maybe.
And what about you? You a heavy sleeper too?
Not really.
So if someone came round to your house and into your back garden, do you think you'd hear them?
Might do.
You do have good hearing, that's what you said.
Yeah, I suppose.
What, you suppose you'd hear them?
No, I wouldn't hear him. My mum wouldn't hear him. We didn't hear anything.
Well, we can always ask your mum later, eh, Gary?
So it comes back to the same question, Gary. How do you know your mother didn't go out? You could have been asleep.
She didn't go out.
And you know that because you were in all morning.
Yeah.
What would you say, Gary, if I told you I didn't believe a word you said?
Tough.
We're letting Palmer out, Gov.
Come again?
It turns out that while the missus was getting in the weekly groceries, Mason was busy getting into Palmer's shed.
What, he planted bent gear on him?
Well, it was never actually bent as such, was it? He just turned his own place over, hopped in his car and deposited some stuff at Palmer's.
It's old boys like him that made this country great, Alistair. And it's scum like Palmer who've made it the jockstrap it is today.
Yeah, well, Mason's confessed. He's been charged with attempting to pervert the course of justice.
Pity. If your surveillance team hadn't eyeballed Palmer on the Isle of Dogs, you might have been wheeling him into court now for a burglary that never happened.
Lovely.
Get you out.
I thought you'd finish with me.
Yeah, till the next time.